Hello friends and viewers, and welcome back to the channel. HeirofCarthage here, and I'm excited to continue our quest to capture all of Karak 8 Peaks, which of course is no longer just a single settlement, it is the actual 8 peaks. You can see them here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, 8 peaks. And it has basically been a Thunderdome the entire time. Now I know what some of you are saying, Air, I'm surprised you could count to 8. Well, folks, sometimes this old man learns new tricks every now and then. I picked that one up last week, so I hope you were impressed. Alright, let's continue our efforts. Someone mentioned getting Bugman's Rangers. It's a good point. Bugman's Rangers would be really fantastic. They'd be similar to these Quarrelers, except that they're going to do a little bit better in certain areas of melee, and then they heal. They got a little less armor and stuff. But I would very much like to get some Bugman's Rangers. I will see what I can do to that effect, okay? Not something I can do this exact moment, but hopefully something we'll be able to do soon. I don't know if there's anything worth building right now. I don't know how much trade is available to me. Speaking of, let's go take a quick look at diplomacy.
What?
Might I add, I love that Creative Assembly added Quick Deal. Oh my gosh, Quick Deal makes diplomacy so much more tolerable.
By the
I can just kind of quickly go see, is there anything of interest out here?
Who called?
No. Alright, so nothing we need to take care of there at the moment. We really just need to heal our army. I could put a building in here. Will it truly be valuable? I mean, we do have a giant wad of cash, so we might as well maybe put a better defense in there. Let's go ahead and end our turn and try and get ourselves ready to move to these next peaks. I see a Skaven army moving our way. I'm probably going to move to intercept them. We really don't want to give up any territory, and I need to keep pressure on our enemies by continually just downing their armies over and over and over again. I think that the Crooked Moon is probably feeling a little bit of the pain that we've inflicted on them. They won't feel it for a terribly long time, but they're down to 2 settlements. The Skaven have a few others over here, but they just lost one to the Beastmen. And I am going to have to get rid of those Beastmen as well. My only option right here with Belegar is to get out here and move kind of right into the face of the Skaven. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to intercept them in the underway and destroy them in the underway, preferably. We'll see whether that works out or not. We know that the enemy was either going to have to build a new army here or they were moving an army there. I haven't seen one over here, so I'm not exactly sure of the current state of the armies for the Crooked Moon gets over there. Let's see, we can get ammunition for our missile units, which would certainly be helpful, and I feel like that with only 2 turns, that is certainly worth our while. And let us go ahead and end another of these turns. But yeah, that's the strategy right now. Win big battles, pile on the money, go take those settlements as we can get them, because that'll be, you know, kind of a one-on-one basis there. So far, so good. We're not dead, which is a good thing, and we haven't gotten attacked back in our original settlements in the north, which is also a good thing. We also haven't had a rebellion back there, which is honestly a little bit miraculous. It is coming slowly but surely.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Can we reach this settlement? We can. We can reach it. We scared the Skaven off, at least temporarily. Queek took back over that army, which is going to make that army substantially stronger. Here's an easy take right here. So I'll put another settlement in our hands. Give me a place to replenish. A little bit of a better base of operations here. Remember, there's another Skaven settlement back here in these mountains. Karagnar is definitely going to be a Skaven settlement. But this is going to really have the Crooked Moon greenskins in a bit of a pinch here. And as annoying as those Beastmen are, they're actually kind of a useful annoyance at the moment. That would be nice. Groby Town there, get us some extra income. Let's go ahead and just put some defense in here. Guess we'll try and snag a little bit of extra income there. I don't think there's anything I can do at Grim Peak at the moment. Helps. I mean, I could tear that down feasibly, but then I don't have anywhere else that I'd be able to recruit at the moment. Well, I do have it at Carrigill, but that's a risky settlement. We could lose that one at any moment. Let's hold off on tearing or changing anything for the moment. Again, just kind of end another turn here. Let's see how the enemy moves here. Let's see whether the Skavens slink back to their own territory. They did not. They actually went into a raiding stance. They're kind of committed over here against the, what do you call it? The Beastmen. And for a moment I was thinking, oh, I have them, but then I forget there's a little cliff face right here, so I can't immediately press on that Skaven army. I would have to move underground up next to them. I think I want to push their settlement over here instead. No, I forget again, I'm down here on the ground level. I can't do that. If I move up to this point, I can replenish and possibly make a move on Carrigill here. The Skaven would have to come underground to get to this settlement. They might move towards Carrigill. It's a very real possibility there. Let's move across the Thunderdome. There is a new Greenskin army being commissioned and brought forth here. Fairly substantial garrison at Carrigill. Ooh, Uthar's Raiders and the Peak Gate Guard are available. We definitely want to drop those two units in. They both have some very nice, unique benefits. And I'm trying to think where I want to drop them. I need to have enough infantry in play. I've got 8 infantry. Skirmishers, though, are super important. The Ulthar's Raider is kind of an interesting unit. I might drop one of the warriors, so that would leave me 5 mainline infantry and 2 flank. Yeah, I mean, that should be fine because I have all these single entities as well. I think I'm going to drop these 2 dwarf warriors.
Ready.
And then I'm going to pick up the Peak Gate Guard and the Ulthar's Raiders here. That's going to give me substantially more offensive power. And then these Ulthar's Raiders, this is a lot of missile troops, but then again, the dwarves do their damage with missiles. It's specifically this ability that I want right here. This Mark by Ulthar is a way to just delete key units from an enemy army with missiles, especially when you combine that with like a Rune of Slowness. It's very, very effective at sniping key enemy units, and something that we want to make sure we put to good use here. So tunnel warfare. See, this gives attack and defense to rangers and missile strength to rangers. That's the one that we want to use with the Bugmans later on. I can't make use of that at the moment, so I'm going to leave that one be. But this would be an excellent one for later. Let's keep our eye on that one. We do have a fair number of units that are moving up into like 9 Chevron territory. So actually the lightning strike would be more important, so let's worry about that. And then Inquiring Mind would give us a reduction of upkeep, which would be quite nice as well. Our research finished, so we now have 20% missile or ammunition for missile units. This one's going to give us a reload time reduction here too, so that is going to add some substantial missile strength to already strong Quarrelers. I love me some OP Quarrelers in a dwarf campaign. Let's go ahead and end another turn here as we approach Carrigill. Skaven army there. It is up on the cliff face. I think that's the one that was near the Beastmen settlement. No, I don't think it is, because that's not Queek.
Together we're stronger. Let's up.
Okay, Barak Var wants military access. Let's grant it to them to help improve relations there. Is that... It's not Queek, yeah. I don't know where this other army for Queek ended up. Looks like he retook that settlement from the Beastmen. We do have Gotrek and Felix here. That is curious indeed. We have a bit of extra money. It would be good for us to recruit them. What we could do is pull a lord here real quick. Yeah, it's like both these are the same, so or this one's level 3 though. So let's pull this lord and let's march that lord over there so we can recruit Gotrek and Felix. They might be able to tip the balance in terms of us holding a settlement versus losing a settlement, and that would be pretty big. It looks like the Greenskins are going to try and amass more armies here. I kind of want to come in and siege this settlement. It seems very gutsy. Holy crap, 2 Arachnaroks. River Trolls. There's not a lot of substance to this army, though. A lot of this stuff gets mowed down with my Quarrelers. Foot of Gork could be bad, though. There is no Foot of Gork on either of those. The infantry would be rolling in from the settlement, which is tough. Tough, but probably manageable. I mean, I certainly have the firepower to cut them down. I think I've got the staying power to hold them because I have all of these ethereal units and some pretty tough infantry to boot. I think we're going to have to take these kind of risks if we want to get the victory in the 8 Peaks Thunderdome. So let's go for it. It already says that we would win on an auto-resolve, and the only thing I'd lose is a unit of Giant Slayers. That is a pretty kind auto-resolve, if I do say so myself. It's feeling extremely kind. I mean, I would probably just auto-resolve this and take it, and that's probably the smart thing to do here. It's a little bit anticlimactic from a viewership standpoint, but at the same time, like, I can't pass this gift up. I mean, that is an absolute gift, and I feel like we need to take it here. I'm taking it. I mean, that is a gift if I've ever seen one in a while from that auto-resolve. I don't have to sit here and siege. If they have another army nearby, it may not be so much a gift as it is a trap and a doom for me. No, that's the end of their faction. That was worth, 100% worth. Good riddance. Crooked Moon gets out of the Thunderdome battle. And that should put us firmly in the lead to take control of the Thunderdome. Now, I don't have another Giant Slayer to replace that one with, but I do have another Slayer. Slayer's definitely handy units, especially if you're going up against a Skaven and you run into something like a Hell Pit Abomination, something like that. We need a little bit of speed or something like that. It's definitely handy to have the Slayers. I'm going to go with Inspirational Leader, get us a little bit of extra replen for now. Got our training. We've got Immortality now, too, is a good one. If we're coming up against the Skaven, this Rune of Grimnir may become important. We'll take Blade Shield.
Yes.
And let's do the Zufbar 42 pounders.
True king of 8 Peaks.
I'm going to invest in this Rune of Grimnir on pretty much all of these units here. It feels like that's going to be relevant.
Hammer, it will be done.
Up against the Skaven, they do plenty of shooting. Okay, so we've been successful there. We're still waiting for our movement points. Gragloon under our control. Now, what did we get here in terms of buildings? We picked up a Ranger Barracks. And that's a cool pickup. We've also picked up a Slayer Shrine. And an Armory. These buildings are a little bit early here. I don't need another runesmith right now, though. Is another runesmith ever really a bad thing? I could recruit a runesmith and send it over with Gotrek and Felix, and that could create an interesting army composition. We do have access to that runesmith right now as well. I think we should take the runesmith. And then, now that we've taken the runesmith, I think maybe we tear this one down for now because I can't recruit any other units there. And if... Oh, no need to tear it down. We just need a tier 3 carrot girl. And then we should be able Recruitment Rangers requires a drinking. Oh, okay, no. We need the drinking hall. My bad. We need the drinking hall. So, and I kind of want this extra growth and replen. I want that money right now. So I think I'm gonna tear this one down for now, and I'm gonna put in the drinking hall. Getting access to Bugman's Rangers would be absolutely sick here. Now, I know these Quarrelers are really good, but the Bugman's, that healing, that's gonna be big as the game progresses. And then that buff we get with the 5 defense and 5 attack, that's going to be a big deal as well. Okay, all right. We are taking firm step here. So this is... So Queek is attacking that new lord we recruited who was on the way to get... I mean, is this winnable? I don't think so. I don't think our Quarrelers and stuff are going to be enough to take down 3 single entities before they do their damage. We might be able to get a good bit of damage done, though. So let's see what we can do with this one. Wait, I got my reinforcements. I was being chased by those chieftains. They put a summon out on me, which... completely Skaven of them. I'm trying to take up a position here in the woods and get into firing position. Our objective here is to take out those chieftains, I think, first. The warp fire throwers are also going to be dangerous. That's why I'm positioning in the woods. I'm trying to give myself some cover. Alright, that summons just about had it, and then I can get my lord. Oh crap, they're putting another one right here on top of me. This is super annoying. Skaven are rather doggedly pursuing my Quarrelers, which is smart. They should. Okay, we got rid of 1 summon. Alright, sorry, I gotta throw it in. I gotta get a defensive stance set up, and then I gotta turn around and start targeting one of the chieftains. I've kind of got a dual layer defense going on here. And let's hit play. Alright. Let's hope that despite the woods, my Quarrelers can still hold these units for a good bit. I'm really going to have my Quarrelers put some pain down here. Where did those chieftains go? There's one trying to push through my lines. He's in kind of point-blank range here. Okay, they put another summon right on top of my Quarrelers again. I mean, this has just been absolutely frustrating. No, you all stay up here. Is that I thought they had another summon. I gotta get this miner out of here, and I've gotta come get my Quarrelers free. This is preventing me from finishing those chieftains in any kind of a hurry. And I'm losing up front to Queek, who's just absolutely pounding me. Those summons have been, unfortunately, on point for the Skaven. I can't get that stupid summon on me. It's almost gone. And then they're probably out of rat summons at that point. Okay. Alright, summon be gone, please. I lost another unit up front. I'm not going to be able to hold. I have not been able to put the damage into the key Skaven units. And I'm not going to be able to hold. So unfortunately, this is likely to fall apart here because I haven't been able to put a quick kill on the 2 chieftains so that I can then start focusing Queek. The woods are also providing some cover for that chieftain. One of the chieftains... I cannot keep these guys out of my Quarrelers. I mean, the AI... this is what they needed to do. And they've accomplished it here. They've kept my Quarrelers busy this entire fight here. Look at this, and now he's making sure to spread over into the other fights, and then you can see Queek is just trying to cut through into my quarrelers as well. Okay, we got even less done here than I thought we could do, which is frustrating. Back up again. Back up, back up, back up. Alright, I got one chieftain routing at least, but Queek is just trouncing my guys. He's already got 80 kills. And all of my infantry's falling apart. This means they're going to take the settlement here. Yeah, Queek's already through. Alright, this is pointless. Waste of time here. Alright, well, we tried. It didn't work. So I either managed this one really poorly, or it just wasn't going to happen. And my guess is probably just not going to happen here. I maybe should have positioned outside of those woods. It would have been hard because of the way the Skaven was kind of aggressively pushing on me. But the woods were actually not helpful to me there. I mean, it kind of was, like, giving me some cover from their warp fire throwers, but ultimately not very helpful there. And you can see Queek he's absurd in the campaign these days. I mean, he's absurdly powerful. You can still kill him with a lot of focused fire, but he gets an obnoxious amount of kills, and his really high armor makes it hard for you to kill him in melee. You have to shoot him, kind of like I was with the chieftains. But because of the constant pressure from the summons into my quarrelers, I just couldn't do it. And had I even taken a better position, they still could have put the summons all over my quarrelers like they did, and that was enough to swing this. Like, if my quarrelers hadn't had the pressure from those summons, I probably could have killed those chieftains quickly and then started to focus fire on Queek, which would have then started to put some serious pressure on the Skaven, but it was not meant to be, unfortunately. Did the Skaven just run off? They did. Oh my gosh, they're stupid. Wow. What were they thinking? They attacked me and just ran off. I mean, they could have taken the settlement. The garrison was thrashed. Huh. Now I get Gotrek and Felix. So, wow. That was some kind of stupid. I'll tell you what, Queed Hectaker may have been buffed in terms of campaign and battle stats, but they didn't buff his brain. Queek is a special kind of stupid for that move right there. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't even know what else to say to that other than just wow. Alright. I now have Gotrek and Felix to help garrison Karag Yar. It'll make that garrison substantially more powerful. We got a good heal in on this turn in. I kind of have to sit and take another heal. Do I, though? I mean, I think it would make the most sense, because I heal the fastest here, and we do need to heal so I can push Karagnar. Honestly, if I can just hold this stuff with Gotrek and this other lord, that'll cause a substantial problem for the Skaven to really make much progress. So I think we can make this work. I have some cash too. Okay, let's go ahead and start building our drinking hall here. Refectory, okay. Garrison Lord, we're not gonna move him. Karag Ziflin got damaged. I'm assuming that was the Skaven or like some kind of... They stole a Dawnstone, okay, whatever. Felix. Huh, I don't know what that damage was from. Oh, maybe that was where the garrison came from? Nah, the garrison came from here. I don't know how that one got damaged. I'm at a bit of a loss on that one for the moment. Let's go ahead and just do Miner's Instinct here so I can... Alright. I'm gonna send this Runesmith over. I'm torn right now whether I want that Runesmith to join Gotrek and Felix. I think I do. I could have it join that other lord. Look at the Skaven here going for my settlement, my new one down there. I wonder if I can rush my lord in to help the garrison. Sometimes having a lord there is just enough to put you over the top in terms of capabilities. Let's see what we can do. I wonder if I can rush that runesmith and that lord down into that settlement. That would be awesome if I could. I think I can. See if he makes it there on this turn. I may have to force march him that last little bit. Yeah, that sucks. I gotta force march him. So he'll come into that battle tired, unfortunately. But I can do this, where now my garrison, it's still healing up some. Oh, this sucks too. Man, dadgummit. Out of all the things I need the Skaven to not have right now, is Plague Claw catapults, which are extremely good in a siege scenario, but at the very least, those guys should be able to buy me some time. Time where I can bring this army down, and it can basically take one of two actions. First of all, it can continue to heal. Skaven can see it and be like, hey, we don't want to get pinned in over here. And if they run off, great. If they don't, I can come and hit Caragnar on the next turn. But let's see whether this works to kind of just hold these, even if it's temporarily. I would love to start that building upgrade. That may tempt the Skaven into attacking you more. The AI loves to make you throw away your money. And they don't have to wait because they have siege equipment. Let's end our turn here. I might go ahead and start putting some cheap units into... Oh, it's going to give us the auto-resolve. Heck yes. At least I think heck yes. Let's take the auto-resolve here. Get some extra treasury and oath gold. Let that start healing. That'll put one Skaven army out of her hair, and it also means that I don't have to move Belegar's army over that way yet. So that was a save, because I'm sure the auto-resolve wouldn't have liked us that much without a couple of single-entity heroes there. Now if we can hit the Skaven settlement over here, we can start to rob them of a little bit more production and income capability as we start to take... Oh yes, our research is done. That's going to make our quarrelers that much stronger. Yeah, we getting some powerful quarrelers now. I am here for it. Alright, let's move up on Caragnar and get ready to put the screws to the Skaven here. It's another auto-resolve opportunity in my eyes. Spell resistance and perfect vigor. That still probably goes well. I don't know, that'll go good on the Peak Gate Guards. Let's auto-resolve that one too. Just gonna go ahead and occupy here again. And we now have a substantial portion of the 8 Peaks Thunderdome in our control. Man, that building is helpful, honestly, because then I can take both these armies. I can't make anything real substantial with these armies, but with this pile of cash I have, we could... Man, I really want some Bugmans. We are so close to it. Let's look. I might just put... I'm gonna put a couple of dwarf warriors. I'm trying to think whether I want... I don't really want these ones because they don't have any shields. Let's go ahead and put a few dwarf warriors in that army. And then we can stack some Bugmans between those two armies, and they won't be good enough to beat a Skaven army, but it might be enough to hold a strategic point against enemies, and that might be what we need now more than anything else. We've done some focus on our missile units, which is great. It's called a clan. That's not super useful. That's not going to be super useful. Armor for dwarf shield units. We already have high armor, so again, not going to be super useful. Speed for ranger units might be good for us long term. And then this one would be good as well. Especially for Bugmans. So there's some good stuff out here for Bugmans as we go down the line. I think for the time being, let's take a look at Thane's Authority. That's not going to be important. Call to Clan's not going to be important. So I think we can skip those. If we go to Storage Vaults, that could help us win some siege battles, but I'm really looking at some of this income stuff over here. Let's start with Heavy Kernstones. That's not a bad thing to have. Okay, we have some skill points. Let's dish those up here. Dish those up. And let's get a Ruin of Slowness. We're stacking a little bit of Oath Gold here. It's not a lot, but we can get these Prospector pickaxes, which are pretty useful here early on. Because of the armor sundering attacks that you get from them. Where was that? Now I'm missing it. Weapons, Prospector's pickaxe. Where the heck did that go? Right here. Let's check out these two equipment-wise. So armor sundering, especially again against someone like Queek, it's a big deal. Dude has 120 armor. He's seriously difficult to take down, and when you remove a bunch of that armor, that is helpful. So I can drop a Prospector's pickaxe. We can go ahead and throw, say, like the Charm Shield
Let us begin.
here, and the other Prospector's pickaxe. What are we looking equipment-wise? We could use some armor for Gotrek and Felix. We are limited on Oath Gold, though, at the moment, so that's going to be all I can do for now.
Belegar.
I think this leaves us in another
It is time.
opportunity to end a turn. Let's take him out of that force march stance. Again, that's going to make these two settlements substantially harder for the Skaven
Gotrek,
to overcome.
Beast Slayer. Aye.
Anything over here we can build right now? No, unfortunately not. Alright. Let's end this turn. If we can secure the 8 peaks and find a good way to defend it. So like if we get rid of the Skaven in the area and any greenskins in the near vicinity, 8 peaks should be very defensible, because for any other faction that can't go underground, so Beastmen, Greenskins, Skaven, they're all going to be a unique threat to us here. The factions that can't go underground have to maneuver in this kind of odd terrain, and it'll be much easier to defend against them. So I feel like we've really got to focus out the Skaven here.
Our ancestors would be proud.
I'm going to actually head this way.
Onwards.
It kind of sucks. I should have maybe stayed where I could get some replenishment, but we got to put some pressure on these Skaven. One way or the other. We have to pressure the Skaven.
For the wisdom of Valea. Gotrek.
This is where we have the better garrison. It's just replenishing. Here.
Monster Slayer.
One more turn and I can get some Bugmans. And then what maybe I should do is trade some of these units out to these other armies, and I can then put Bugmans into my main army and start taking advantage of that skill. Since we have an unassigned skill point with... There we go. Let's end another turn. Alright, Belegar got the tunneler tree. Okay. Big Skaven army. Right already. On our back's doorstep. That's always a possibility. I'm still going to go ahead and push their settlement and take it. And then we'll double back on them. Yeah. We'll take their settlement and then double back on that army. They have to go underground before they can attack here. That's a pretty good garrison too. Like, they're not gonna have an easy time getting past that garrison. Caragrill is our most vulnerable point at the moment. Yeah, this should be okay. We should be okay. As long as there's not like a massive Skaven army here, and there's not. That is always a risk, walking up to a Skaven settlement. You just don't know exactly what you're going to find in it. It is an actual rat hole. Okay. Now if we can just go retake Caragnar. Actually, I'm going to just leave that building intact for now. We've unlocked the Skolder Bard and the Norgrimling's Iron Breakers. Alright, okay. I mean, I'm very tempted to put the Norgrimling's Iron Breakers into this army, but then I would have to delete like a dwarf warrior with a lot of chevrons, and I don't think we want to do that. I think we would rather trade that into the other army, so let's not get in too big a hurry here. And eventually we want to make that trade for the Bugmans, but I could maybe go ahead and start recruiting a few of these Bugmans now, And again, we can make the trade later
Lord of the Angrund.
when we're ready to, because we're not quite ready for that yet. I think we want to get this Dawi firepower first, because these guys, yeah, oh my gosh, look at the missile damage rolling off of those Quarrelers. 49 missile damage. Queek or no queek, someone gonna feel that comes their direction. I'm gonna actually get a couple of these units assigned out, just again to make these garrisons a little more substantial. We're sitting on plenty of money. We should be okay.
One rug.
Picked up a little bit of a skill point here, so let's actually throw that one into scouting. Well, we're not going to be fighting a lot right now. Let's just continue down that rune of slowness.
The axe
All right.
thirsts for war.
Still feeling good about the situation we're in. All of our ethereals have a skill point here. We took the rune of Grimnir, which is going to have given us better missile resistance. That's definitely nice to have, like I said, against the Skaven, and we all know why. The Skaven like their shooty. Let's finish Blade Shield. I mean, to me, melee defense is kind of like hit points. The more hits you shrug off, because of good melee defense, it's like having more hit points. So in I love hit points, and I love melee defense, and then of course, then I like melee attack on those, kind of in that order. The Sapper is good because it's going to make all of our missile units faster.
Zulrikas.
And then we could get Rune of Breaking or Oath and Steel. Rune of Breaking. Ooh, it allows for Sundered Armor. It only affects one unit, but still, that could, again, this could be the unit fighting Queek. That could be really handy. So let's go ahead and grab that.
Incarnate.
Let's take Blade Shield here as well. That is some really good melee defense in some of these units. And let's end our turn and see if we can take the fight back to Clan Moors. I feel like we're securing a foothold here. I could be wrong. We could get absolutely face rolled by an unseen Skaven army, but I am feeling like that we're in a good spot here, because these two settlements are not going to be easily taken by some half-wit Skaven army. And I've got this one now that can be mobile, while I don't have to worry about everything on my flank getting rolled over.
Very well. I will do as you
And I can now pop right back out here. This is my territory here. That would be in there, so I wouldn't be able to replenish.
It shall be
But like
done.
if I pop out right here in my territory, I can continue the replenishment, plus keep an eye on that Skaven force. Yeah. This is the ticket. This is the game. And we have those Bugmans now over here too, so now this army becomes, you know, even more substantial in its capabilities. So like the Karag Yar, very unlikely to go down right now unless we get up against a really tough enemy force. Which is not impossible, but I'm feeling a certain degree of confidence. The Skaven fell back from Karagnar. They either felt like they were going to lose and retreated, or they went under me in an attempt to just go around me and go for easier stuff. Both of which seem likely in terms of Skaven. Skaven love to run away, and the AI loves to go around you towards unguarded settlements, so not sure which of those two. I don't see them over here. Doesn't mean they're not there. They've got a Pestilent Scheme Priest over here, so we're probably about to get damaged buildings or something. Let's retake Karagnar. They ran away, would be my guess at the moment. We'll find that out soon enough. I'm gonna drop this building. Let's go ahead and start. Okay, ward save, oath gold. Of course, the AI tore everything down there too. That's quite typical for them. I'm gonna actually go ahead and invest some cash there to build that. And then let's see if we can build Karag Ziflin, because then that would allow us to have it be more defensible as well. We're actually gaining public order over here now too, so that is a real benefit to us. We finished Heavy Kernstones, which is going to give us a little bit better growth. Bromril Picks would give us some slightly better mining income at specialty locations. Not a huge deal. Let's go ahead and get that done. Yep, there's the Skaven army. They did run. They skitter fled. Alright. Building available. At Morzun's wall. And we can put in this Groby 10. I kind of hate that it spreads the -1 control. But the post-battle loot buff is big, and that income generated is big. It's a cool building. I love having those specialty buildings. Kind of feels like a Pokemon collection, so... We have Skaven Plague over here. That sucks. It's not going to cause us any attrition, but it's going to kill growth and building income. I guess it's a sickness of the wallet and of the reproductive organs. Either that or just everybody's vomiting everywhere and no one wants to spend any money or do other deeds. Let's see here. I'm gonna hit Karak Azul. That's probably where that army went and holed up. It could have gone over to Naz Kadrin. Nope, it's just... No, that's a different one. Alright. I mean, sooner or later, the Skaven are gonna have to stand somewhere and fight me, right? They're losing their territory. They've got this black iron mine, no doubt, as well. So they got 3 settlements left. And every one we take from them should make it more difficult for them to pressure us. Do this honored by Grimnir. Looking good.
Summon me if you dare.
These settlements are going to remain safe. Let's build what we can while we can. This is a useful building here. This is going to just give us more money. And there's no reason why not. I've got the cash and we're in the positive for the moment. I don't want to spend us down to nothing, but I do feel like that seems easy. Let's see if we can finish off the Skaven here. I did just see an army head to Naz Kadrin, so let's go fight them there, because if we can kill an army and take their settlement, that's a 2-for-1. It could have laid an ambush as well. Let's see what happens. We do have the Quarrelers with great weapons if they laid an ambush. Not pushover units. Some of our infantry is still a little dinged up. But it's not our infantry that's going to do the win here, really. I mean, we do need them, but it's really our skirmishers that are going to give us the win. I say we stay aggressive. We take the fight to the Skaven immediately. No reprieve, no time to move around me, no time to send armies behind me. Like, I want to be uber aggressive here. Sapper. Breaking.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Deadly Blade.
Aye.
And let's see, what else do we got here? Let's go with Wall Breaker. Alright. Here we go. Let's... I don't know how many Skaven are over here. A lot.
Not possible.
But he's not in the settlement. So they're just going to cough the settlement up. Now he can't replenish or recruit. And let's see. This is going to get messy. I really don't want to have to fight the Chaos Dwarves, but they are all around me, and we very likely are going to have to fight them soon. Chaos Dwarves are quite powerful. A little bit worrisome. Okay. Is that another Groby? No, Eastbourne. 12 casualty replan. Oh, carved obsidian, 20 chests. That's gonna be cool. All right, yeah, that's gonna be nice. Let's get the growth and replan here so that we can build that settlement up faster. Skaven plague spread, unfortunately. Not surprised, but annoying. Come on, fight me. Come on, fight. Nope. All right, what we will do then...
What brings you before the heir of Lund?
What up, Volkmar? Yes, we can have a trade agreement. I don't have much to trade, but we will soon, and that can become lucrative for me. Skaven are putting off fighting me. This is a very bad behavior by the AI. It gets them killed over and over again. You saw earlier, like, Queek should have been aggressive. Wasn't. He got him, it pushed his armies back. They're being not aggressive now. They keep avoiding me. They need to just consolidate their armies and fight. You either win or you die trying, I think is the mentality there. And the AI fails to do this pretty much all the time. I need to move into a position. I'm going to move into an ambush position. There's multiple enemy stacks here. I believe these guys are at war, or they were at war with Clan Moors. Okay. They're not now. Let's see if we can catch the Skaven. We have a 90% ambush chance here. That sounds pretty good. If we pull that off, that would be pretty sweet. I don't think there's anything we can build. There is not. So we're going to skip that and see what happens as we end our turn here. We did not pick up Clan Moors on an ambush. That's frustrating, so they either moved back to their rat hole or went around me. I didn't see a notification, though, that we were seen. So if they went around me, it was just by dumb luck. It's not like the Skaven did not attack an unguarded settlement there. They did go around me.
Even assassin cannot not.
So the AI just knew that I was laying an ambush there. Well, it does say that I was spotted. Okay, okay. They did spot me. Okay, alright. I was going to say that's a little too convenient for my liking. I'm going straight at them. They may take my little minor settlement here. In fact, I'm going to quit building that now just to take my money back.
Ready.
You can take Nazcadron again. I'm going to hit Black Iron Mine. They are left with a single settlement over here. I don't know what they have in that settlement. I am making some decent money. We could throw a few more Bugmans here. And then I could maybe pull this army underground and meet these two up here. And we might be able to take that settlement together and really deprive the Skaven of their final resources here. Alright. Ragnar, probably need defenses. I'd love to have some extra cash there, but we really need defenses. We can get these trade goods flowing. That'll help us in both the forge and with our income. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We're starting to spend through our money. We need to earn some back. Best way to do that is in battle. Yep. That's why I quit building that building there, and we reallocated those resources. We knew that was coming. Both of their armies were down there, which means that they left Black Iron Mine completely unguarded. Ugh. The AI is just unfathomably stupid. Like, if the sole objective of the campaign is to take unguarded settlements more than your opponent, the AI is spectacular. Total War's AI knows no competitor in that realm. But if the idea is to take the small settlements and lose utterly everything of value to your faction, well, then the AI also excels at that. Very good at it. Very good at it. Watch this. I'm going to move Gotrek out here, and I'm going to move this army up here. And then I can take this army, and I can put the Norgremlings Ironbreakers in it. And then I can take these two armies, and I can probably take that settlement. I mean, unless Queek's there with a mother load of an army, and he might be, because we hadn't seen Queek over here. He might be there. So, we'll take our chances, we'll see what we find in the rat hole. We can get Inquiring Mind, this is going to save me some upkeep. That helped as well. Since we have a building upgrade available. It would be good to have defenses at Caragrill, and we definitely want to build this so that we can trade more golden idols and then make more money. It is a very expensive upgrade, but should hopefully long-term pay off well. Alright, let's see if we can put the Vice Grip to the Skaven here. I really want to fight them, but they just keep running away from me. I'm going to try and move down in an ambush stance and see if we can keep them from running away. They're probably just going to go looking for the next unguarded settlement, so if they move underground, they would be able to get to that other unguarded settlement I have up there. But again, it's just going to leave them open for more beatings here. Eric Ziflin now receives the plague. Let's out of the settlement. Let's go into an ambush stance. Let's just move as far up here as we can move. See if we can lure those Skaven back towards us. This is going to be interesting, folks. Is Queek over here? Is he over here? I feel like that is the question right here. It won't let me move all the way up here. Which is funny because it shows like an empty settlement, but it's like it knows it's a Skaven settlement. Look who's in his rat hole. Look who's in the rat hole. Let's encircle.
I'll do the fighting.
And then I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. I'm going to run myself dangerously low on money. But I'm going to pick up a couple of these Slayers. And I can just disband a bunch of stuff quickly if I need to. But this puts Queek in a bad place. He doesn't have any artillery. I've got 6 Bugmans. And then the Skulder Guard as well. And I got Gotrek, Felix, and 2 other single entities. I think we can win this. I'm going to stay encircled on them.
A mighty death!
Think we can hold them in there. At least that army for Queek won't be able to go anywhere. Let's see if this gambit pays off. It's a little bit risky here. At least I feel like I'm taking some... Yeah, they just went for the weakest settlement they could find. Shocker. Shocker. I know, no one saw that coming. Watch them. Okay, they actually took it. Sometimes they'll just sack it. Okay, then their other army's just running for it, like trying to find another settlement. Post-haste. Avoid combat. Avoid strategic victory. Just go to whatever settlement you can take. Run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Achieve nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And Queek did not come out after me. He's taking attrition. That was also incredibly stupid. So it's funny because the auto-resolve's like, yeah, you're gonna lose. Am I, though? Because you didn't follow me out.
If you say so.
Okay. Sooner or later, I've got to catch these guys in an ambush. I'm gonna hold Queek for another turn of attrition here. Because I've got a good garrison. I don't have one over here, but they have to go way over there to get to it first. I've got a solid garrison at Caragloon. And Caragrill in 2 turns will have a good garrison. It would suck to get Caragrill. If it looks like I'm going to get hit Caragrill, I'll stop building those buildings. Get my money back on that. We're being raided by the Beastmen as well. I need to finish these guys off. Okay. They finally fell for it. They finally fell for it. I'm going to make them pay here as well. Alright, I'm about to get the battle started. I'm going to do a couple of things quickly here. I want to give my Quarrelers good attack orders immediately. I'm going to also immediately intercept those Rat Ogres. And I'm going to start... Oh, I hate Warp Lightning with a fiery passion. With a passion. Do I hate it? Alright, let's kill this guy, because he's going to be the source of the Warp Lightning. Alright, let's just dig in here. Oh, he just got outside of my ability to... Oh, no, it let me. Go get him while he's slow. I can probably flash bomb his butt, too. And then the Peak Gate Guard can absolutely destroy him. I hate Warp Lightning so bad. Okay. Just absolutely crump that guy. Okay, and now let's finish this. Is that a summon? Yeah, right on top of my... Okay, let's come back here and help. Alright. Well, fortunately for me, this is still going to just be a runaway victory. They're, Warlock Engineers getting his butt handed to him right now by the Grumbling Guard.
Move to attack.
And then there goes their lord. Alright, that's the end of that. Awesome. Alright, well, we got some gold. Much needed gold, because we're making very little income at the moment. A little over 1,000 gold. Happy to have it.
Men of the Empire. What bring?
Okay. Non-aggression pact sounds good. We've got a couple last things to do to wrap this episode up, in my opinion. Their two armies are beelining it for my other settlements. They want to try and get to another settlement that I can't defend, so having defeated them there, of course they just pick up and run. They know the mess that they're in, and so they're gonna just double down on the absolutely ignoramus tactics that the AI resorts to here. Yeah, nice job. Way to defend your settlement. Way to fight.
What?
Alright, so I am going to go ahead and do this tunnel warfare. And I'm going to go to my ethereals. Let's start on relentless. The speed will be handy for a lot of these.
Lord of the Angrund.
And relentless, there we go. Alright, that'll work. Alright, province secured. Week's now taken 2 turns of attrition.
Watching, Felix.
It says that we are going to win, but only if we suffer really high casualties. That's baloney. We're going to crush these guys. I say let's go see to it. The battle's underway. We attacked them. Very curious that they're running these rat ogres forward. The rest of the army's sitting on their butt. Okay. I need my reinforcements. It's going to take about a minute and a half. So I'm going to march further back just in case the Skaven bum rush me. I need to be as far away. This is odd, and I am here for it. Like, I am 100% here for it. Okay, this is a curious move. Summoning on top of these units from that far away, that's not going to do anything but just get your unit insta-routed. It did give them a little bit of scouting, I guess. They've slowed down with the rat ogres, as they should. Though I'm happy to accept the sacrifice of the rat ogres if they wish to give it to me. I better be careful here that this unit doesn't have the warp bomb ability where it'll blow up and kill my units, but I also don't want it coming back. I'm gonna line up here. I'm gonna get my bugmen set up. And then I'm gonna get... Oh my gosh. Just get it out of your system now, okay? Just get it out of your system now. Okay, here comes the reinforcements. These guys are in deep trouble now. Come on down. Okay, here's my units. Gonna get them set. Gotrek and Felix into position. I've got my new heroes coming into position as well. Runesmith here. I'm gonna have Slayers ready to back up, kind of in a second line. Oh my goodness, another summon. It isn't gonna work, Skaven. I don't know what it is you think you're gonna accomplish with this strategy, but it is not going to work. Just take it from a friend. I mean, I'm not really a friend, but I'm offering friendly advice. Alright, let's get all my Iron Drakes in a position to do a little damage here. Alright. Any more summons? Do we have anything else we need to get out of our system here? I'm gonna leave that Skulder Guard kind of in the back as well. Alright, the Skaven are approaching me. I mean, I have a massive ranged advantage, so it does make some sense that they're approaching me. They did have another summon. Wow. They really emptied out their food stores to accomplish nothing, and I am absolutely pleased. How about we send Gotrek to meet these rat ogres? If they want to get out in front of their army, I'd be happy to have Gotrek come give them a greeting, a Slayer's greeting. All right, let's be done. You're clan rats. You're behind enemy lines. You're getting absolutely trounced. Like, it's time. It's bedtime now. Get out of here. You're drunk, clan rats. All right, I'm gonna back up the hill even farther, actually. That'll take that forest mostly out of play, and it'll also make outflanking pretty much impossible for the AI. All right, so I'm gonna scoot farther back up the hill. Skaven are faster than us, so we wouldn't want to go on this for too long, but be good. Now, hopefully, they haven't spent any more food on this nonsensical attempts to keep us out here. Alright, they're not going to be able to get around my flank. Got Slayers aplenty to guard it. Oh, here comes the attack. These guys are going to get absolutely mowed down by Bugman's Rangers. The Rangers aren't upgraded yet, so they're not going to hit quite as hard as our Quarrelers, but once they get there, it'll be quite beautiful. There we go. Oh, we wasted some grenades. That sucks. But it's okay. Well, those Bugmans. We got some nice range coming down off the hill here. I'm very unconcerned about the return fire of those Skaven Slave Slingers. It's going to do them next to nothing. I will chase these Night Runner Slingers when they get closer, and I'll run them down with my Slayers. If there are any other large targets yet over here? We're going to want to shift a little here. There's Queek. I'm going to try and get into that Chieftain here. I might double team Queek on this side. Okay, let's take a few Quarrelers and let's start focusing on these Chieftains. Actually, let's focus on Queek. Okay, so they ignored Gotrek. Smart move. I can't give the AI too much credit for making smart moves very often, but that was a smart move. Queek is slowed down substantially and for a substantial amount of time, so I'm going to give him a friendly targeting here. And I'm going to send my extra Slayers over here to take down that Chieftain. I've got an extra unit of... Well, I'll keep this one under center. And let's send this extra unit of Slayers to go cover up that flank. Queek is getting hosed by Bugmans. And that Chieftain is going to get brought down by a lot of Slayers. This is not an ideal fight for Slayers to be in. They're up against some pretty high numbers. And Queek is kind of a good matchup against Gotrek. I think Gotrek should heal. Oh, yeah, he's getting pounded. We got to get out of here. Let's substitute the Norgrimlings. Oh my gosh, what is Queek doing? He is like all over the place. Alright, we can let him tangle with the Norgrimlings Ironbreakers. This Chieftain should already be gone. I'm a little bit frustrated at that. Let's get rid of that Warp Fire throw before it does too much damage. Oof, like that. Like, deleting my unit to like 60% health near immediately. You know? Something crazy like that. Let's protect Gotrek. I think Gotrek, he should heal maybe if he gets in here and fights. Okay, let's just throw some help in here. Let's buff the attack of all these guys over here. I thought I told you all to... Oh, we were held. Let's go see if we can save those Slayers. Queek is still alive, but not for long. Let's start getting rid of some Slingers. No, Warp Fire Throwers. Take the Warp Fire Throwers out of play. Alright, Queek is routing and soon to fall. That should pretty much finish anybody else's will to fight here. So as expected, it's going to be an easy victory. Queek was a little too strong for Gotrek, but not too strong for us here. Let's actually knock him out on the way down the hill. We don't want him being able to fight us again. He is running through a minefield right now. He's not going to make it. Alright, so Queek's out, and that's some good news for us. That's going to earn us some much needed gold. Let's see how much we get here. 1232, not bad. Not bad at all. And it's also going to grab us a settlement.
We'd best stay.
Excellent. I can now move this army back this direction and get ready to shore up. Now, they're probably going to come and hit Vin Weir because, again, it's the weakest settlement. I'm out of time on this one. We'll finish Clan Moors on the next episode. They are basically done at this point. We got rid of Queek, who was hiding in a hole over here instead of helping. Again, big surprise. Vin Weir is their last hope here because, again, the AI is programmed only to take unguarded settlements and not to achieve strategic victory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the army with Belegar. I'm going to go hit Nazcadrin, and then I'm going to basically come bottle these guys up with these other two armies and make sure that they can't come do anything else useful until I'm able to circle back and knock them out. Anyway, I will see you all soon. HeirofCarthage, signing out for now.